And Jacob Reimer's the top three. Beto Lara, Vincent Peroso, Johairo Cuevas. The middle of the order, Martinez, Paz, and Villavicencio. The bottom three. So Termar Johnson, top prospect in the Pirates organization, homered. Let's see what Jet Williams, the number 3 prospect in the Mets organization, has to start tonight's game. At the plate, he takes ball 1 low. Jet coming off of a good game on Sunday, reached base 3 straight times in the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings. Leads the league in on base, and he hits one to left field, and these youngsters are off and cooking tonight. Johnson a home run, and Jet Williams will speed into second with a leadoff double. I love to see these top prospects being showcased today, playing well right out of the gate.
This last pitch, a beautiful swing by Williams, gets into one and turns on it. He can turn on a dime, just a terrific talent. Leading the league in on-base percentage this season at .426. Jet Williams does what Jet Williams does, leads off with a double.
A rude greeting for Chang in his debut game in the FSL, and now he gets Carlos Dominguez, who led all Florida State leaguers with 20 home runs last season. It's been an injury plague this year for Carlos, but since the All-Star break, he's been a regular in the Mets lineup. Hoping to stay that way. First pitch or second pitch breaking ball outside. The double for Jet was his 12th of the season. 3rd on the team this year. Fastball got it by him at 92. Well, Jet Williams, he's been doing a great job getting on base. It's been hit or miss for the Mets getting him home. Been getting on base at a 6-11 clip post All-Star break. But only 6-7 runs scored. Here's Dominguez taking one inside. Ouch. Hit by a pitch. Appears to be okay. I don't know if there's a stronger player and a more muscular player in the FSL than Dominguez. Those don't hurt him as much as they might somebody else, but still painful.
I think there's one with more nerve either. We go back just to the previous series where he took one right in the ear hole. That hit by pitch was just brutal, right off the helmet. Now stands in and takes another one for his team. So Carlos Dominguez made us some tough stuff.
Jacob Reimer, the other high school star on this St. Lucie Mets team, not to be overshadowed at all by Jet Williams having a great season. Marred in late June with a hamstring injury, but he's been steadily getting stronger since he's come back in early July. This pitch is outside, a curveball, no good. Chang has allowed a double and a hit batter, pitching with the 1-0 lead. Good speed out there on the bases for the Mets. Jet, 31 stolen bags this year. Dominguez over 20 last year. Reimer hits one off the side of the mound. This is going to be a tough play. Charging in is Johnson. He makes the play, the only one he had at first base. Reimer, a tapper off the end of the bat past Chang, will advance the runners. Williams to third and Dominguez up to second. We're going to say nice play there by Johnson. Sorry to cut you off there, John.
No worries, but the Mets now with a great situation for themselves. Runners on second and third, just one out, and a chance for them to finally get Jet Williams home with no issues in the first inning.
Well, Wilfredo Lara, their top power threat on the team. 10 home runs on the season. Takes this pitch outside. He's way overdue. Hasn't hit one since July 6th.
He comes in his real first slump of the entire season, just 197 in July. But loves batting at Clover Park. That's 291 at home with an 885 OPS in 31 games. 7 of his 10 home runs have been hit right here in Port St. Lucie.
Chang has fallen behind 2-0. Lara will foul this one off to the right. Yeah, the Mets scored 12 runs on 10 hits on Sunday. A great win over Palm Beach. But Lara in that game went 0 for 5. So Mets managed to score that many runs without him having a hit. Makes him overdue. He takes this pitch low, 3-1. Oh, a balk. Stumbled off the mound. That's a free base for both runners, and that's a tie game. 1-1. Looks like Chang maybe just caught a spike when he tumbled off the mound. Mets will take it.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. Just a really unfortunate situation for Hong-Ling Chang there. Lost his balance, caught a spike, and the Mets catch a break with the first run of the game.
Infield is in now, and that's ball 4 outside. So the Mets got the tying run in. They have the go-ahead run on third. And now Lara will trot down to first base and bring up Perozzo with runners at the corners. Shaky start here for Chang. A double, a hit batter, a walk, and a balk. Well, it looks like Lara's hanging in there. Did we lose track of the count? What's happening here? Is that a strike call?
It looks like he got instructions from home plate umpire Bella Robb to put his equipment back on. He's still at bat.
Okay. Did we lose track of the count? I thought it was 3-1, and that was ball 4. It's 3-2 now. And no, I think, why is this now just being discussed? It was ball 4 before the balk, and the umpire, Bella Robb, seems to have lost track of the count. But why did the Mets wait so long to bring this up? I mean, Lara was going down to first, and then told to put his equipment back on. So we wait. Thought it was ball 4. Slowly losing our minds up here. And it was. Okay. We're not losing our minds, John. Not yet, at least.
Not yet.
I thought we might have been last week with all the day games and the 100-degree heat. I guess the off day cleared us.
Well, good on the umpires for coming together and getting the call right, but not unprecedented to see umpires lose track of a count during the middle of an at-bat or in a situation. Now it looks like we've got a situation on the mound.
Well, I think it's going to be a mound visit and perhaps an interpreter out there for Chang, who's from Taipei. And which brings us to one of the highlights of the week is Bradenton. And the Mets haven't faced the Bradenton Marauders very much since post-COVID. This is only the second series since we've returned to the minor league baseballs in 2021. But the Marauders have players from 9 different countries on their team. We've seen this over the years that the Pirates organization will go far and wide to find players. And on this team, they got an Australian. They got Chang from Taiwan. They have American players, player from Mexico, Nicaragua, Venezuela, the Dominican Republic, San Marino. So, I'm surprised there was an interpreter here with the Pirates. Here's Perozzo with runners at the corners, a chance to give the Mets the lead. And his fly ball out to shallow left is falling fast, and it will fall harmlessly to the turf. Left fielder Nolasco couldn't quite get there. It's a ball that we usually see caught. Slow track because of the rain, or Nolasco maybe not close enough to start.
Yeah, he wasn't playing the line against a left-handed batter, so really long run for a left fielder in that spot.
A break for the Mets. Perozzo rounds this one up the middle. Johnson gets it, steps on second. Throw is picked at first base by Nunez. It's a double play. That gets Chang out of trouble and strands the go-ahead run at third base.
Just a gorgeous job at second base. You see why he's the #1 prospect in the organization. Perfect turn, great throw, double play.